My name is Jevertus Burnett. My company is called Pathfinder. It's Pathfinder Seminars and Consulting. We are a resource for small businesses, for individuals. We really consider ourselves an educator of sorts.
Okay, what inspired you to start Pathfinder?
Wow, so many things. Really two things in particular. I was a high school teacher. I taught business and finance in high school, and I taught intro to business. And I was teaching my kids, and we were going through the financial literacy portion, and we got into some other stuff. And some of my juniors and seniors would come to me and tell me how their parents were totally being blown away because of the stuff that we were sharing with them in the classroom. And I was thinking that this stuff was basic information that everybody, would have and take. But most families don't discuss this, and most minority families don't discuss financial literacy and budgeting and credit and entrepreneurship. And it really became a passion of mine to educate individuals about the importance of credit, the importance of financial literacy, being an entrepreneur, not just going off to college and learning the skill or trade to work for someone, but actually starting your own business and really empowering people to let them know that they could do it. In addition to that, I did some work with an organization in Savannah called Mercy Housing, and individuals were going through entrepreneurship classes, and individuals were starting their own businesses and doing all types of wonderful things. But what we find was a couple of years, like not even a couple of years, but at some time months into it, they were ready to pack up ship and call it quits. Well, these people knew their niche, but they knew absolutely nothing about running a business. They knew nothing about the back office, the accounting, the marketing, the business plan. They didn't know those things. They knew how to bake, or they knew how to cut hair or style or whatever they were doing, but they didn't have a concept of business. So I wanted to help small businesses really get started well and have a firm foundation starting, and to also be able to help individuals to kind of balance their finances and help individuals to be able to keep their homes, to be able to feed their families. And many times you find out those little glitches were preventing families from being able to do that. So I took the two things that I loved and was passionate about, and I focused on helping entrepreneurs to start their businesses, and also focused on helping individuals to take control of their financial future and take control of their finances, to be able to budget, to balance a checkbook, the simple things that some people take for granted, a lot of people don't even understand and haven't been exposed to. And those are two of the things that the driving forces behind me starting Pathfinder Seminars and Consulting, to kind of help alleviate those two issues.
What services do you provide?
We provide a variety of services for a variety of different people. For the small business owner or the aspiring entrepreneur, we provide services ranging from business plan assistance. We provide bookkeeping. We do consulting, where we're going to help you to know the things that you need to prepare for going into business, understanding that you need to have a marketing plan in place, a financial plan in place, a budget in place, understanding the back office business component of what you do, that it's not just doing the hobby or doing the thing that you love, but you have to understand the cost aspect and planning and preparing for that. And also for individuals, we offer services and educational tools like financial literacy, budgeting, credit repair, credit education. A lot of people don't understand why credit is important, don't understand all those different types of things. So we offer seminars and consulting on the individual level, but also for small businesses or the aspiring entrepreneur.
What audience would you say you're trying to help?
We're trying to help several audiences. We feel like we have a product, or a service rather, that will be very beneficial to small businesses. That everybody knows that small business is the backbone of the American culture, it's the backbone of our economy. And if every small business was positioned and was able to hire one individual, one new employee, we could totally eliminate unemployment. So our thing is positioning those small businesses to take advantage of the benefits that they have and helping them to get a good start. So many businesses end within their first 12 months simply because they didn't have a level playing field. And our goal for small businesses is to level that playing field, to offer them services that will equip them and let them compete on a level playing field. And also for individuals, the average household, if they had an additional $200 of income coming in, the average household that goes into foreclosure would be able to save their house if they have an additional $200 in income coming in. So we want to be able to help families take control of their financial future, help them begin to budget and to plan and to understand their credit, to begin to talk to their kids about budgeting and planning and understanding their credit and all of those things. Showing them, doing job training and helping them to explore different opportunities for employment and also opportunities where they themselves can become business owners.
How important is credit to individuals trying to take control of their finances?
Credit is so important. Credit is so important. And a lot of people don't even understand it. And they say, oh, well, my credit's not that great, but it doesn't really matter. It's not bringing me money or costing me money. Well, it is. Our credit directly affects our interest rate. Our credit directly affects how much you pay for your car, how much you pay for your home, how much you pay on credit cards. Your credit is associated with you for a lifetime. And while it may not be where you want it to be right now, you can change that if you face it and deal with it. And people don't realize that your credit score can be the difference between paying $1,200 a month for your home and paying $780 a month for your home. So understanding your credit and having a good credit score helps you to be able to save more. It saves you and allows you to be able to purchase a home, to be able to purchase a vehicle, to be able to do the things for your family that you need to do. With a bad credit score, the simple things of life become difficult. It's hard for some people to get jobs. It's hard to find a place to live. Even trying to get a cell phone. Most cell phone companies do credit checks, and you have to do a huge deposit if your credit is not good. So the simple things in life become challenging with the negative or bad credit score. So having a good credit report or a good credit score is so important to an individual trying to take that. To me, is one of the first steps, is facing that and taking control of your credit history.
How important is financial literacy?
The same, it's equally important. I would say those are the two most important things. If you want to take control of your financial future, you got to understand what your credit is, but you got to also understand how finances work. The people who are wealthy and the people who are on the beach right now and enjoying their vacation right now, those people are people who understand how finances work. They're literate when it comes to the understanding and comprehension of their finances. And those are the people who duplicate themselves or duplicate processes that allow their money to work for them. And unfortunately, in a lot of minority homes, financial literacy isn't something that's taught or passed down. And having that comprehension to understand simple things like balancing a checkbook, paying bills on time, as simple as that might seem to us, paying bills on time is something that some people are never told. Hey, if you owe somebody, pay them. Simple things of that nature are really, really, really important as an individual to really take control of your financial future, without which it's difficult to do. The first part about empowerment or changing any situation in any circumstance is to become knowledgeable and to become acquainted with the thing that you're trying to do. So if you want to be fiscally responsible and fiscally fit, you have to become knowledgeable about how to make your money work for you and how to properly be a good steward over the things that you have already.
What would you say are some of the benefits of starting your own business?
Wow, there's so many benefits to starting your own business. I'll never forget when I was watching Robert Kiyosaki on Oprah once, years ago. I think I was in college, and she was interviewing him, and he was stressing the fact that everybody should start their own business. And he said that there was three things that if you wanted to be financially fit, if you wanted to have true financial freedom, there were three things you needed to do. One, you needed to start your own business. That was the first thing that you needed to do. The second thing that you needed to do is take advantage of your tax situation. Take advantage of the tax situation. Make the most of your tax situation, which you do by starting your own business. And thirdly, you needed to reinvest the extra income into assets that will help you to continue to grow. And when you start your own business, you now have access to tax breaks, for one, that the average individual don't have. Hundreds of different tax breaks that are allotted to you as a business owner as opposed to an employee. A lot of people call jobs, they say, hey, I'm going to the job, or it just keeps us just over broke, so to speak. And if you really want to get true financial freedom, you have to own something. You have to own, whether it's owning that business, whether it's a home-based business, whether it's a brick and mortar business, you have to own your own business in order to really, really be able to have the time and the finances to do the things that you want to do.
What advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Get started. Get started. I talk to so many people every day. It's like, oh, well, Mr. Burnett, we want to start a business and we've been considering this and we've been considering that, and we want to wait till everything lines up. We want to wait till we have all our ducks in a row. We want to wait till we have the finances or this or that. Get started. Write the vision out. Write it down. Make it a priority and get to work. In the words of my brother-in-law, he wrote a book called Fire Your Job and Get to Work. It's just as simple. Get to work. Most people are not successful in business, not because they don't have the skill set or the knowledge to do it, but most people aren't successful because they never start. If you never start, if you never tackle your dream, if you never think to make this dream a reality, it will not work. You will not be successful. But if you would take the initiative to get off the couch, get out of the bed, and put your dream into action, great things will happen for you. So that my number one piece of advice for aspiring entrepreneurs is get started. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't let nobody tell you what you're not. Get started. Tear down all the barriers, tear down all the walls, and get started today.
How can someone contact you for further information?
We can be reached at our website, www.findthepath.net. Again, that's www.findthepath.net. I can also be reached via email at info@findthepath.net. Again, that's info@findthepath.net. Or we can be reached by phone at 864-908-6147. That's 864-908-6147. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.